Hello, let's fly like a butterfly. So, we are going to do our weekly tarot reading. We're going to use Mystic Mondays as well as the Angel Answer Oracle cards. We're going to start with Angel Oracle. Normally, I start with Mystic Mondays, but I want to start with what is the message? What is the message that we are going to get from this reading? Okay, I hope you are having a good day. I hope that you are having a wonderful week. I hope that you are feeling good today. So let's see what we have going on with these angel answer cards. I really do adore the color of these cards, this purple and, well, more like a violet and a fuchsia. So pretty. So let's see. I'm going to shuffle a few times to. Well, that flew out. Within the next few weeks, okay? So the card that we have is within the next few weeks. Let's pull one more. Within the next few weeks. So something happening between mid-April, expecting something within mid-April. Could be beginning of April. We are about 2 weeks away. Well, a week and some change. No need to worry. Within the next few weeks, you are expecting something. It is tax season. I'm expecting a tax refund. Need a little bit of money. Who knows? Maybe you're getting some money back. You plan to invest it. You plan to do something productive with it. So, again, no need to worry. Okay? No need to worry. And within the next few weeks. All right, let's get to Mystic Monday's tarot deck. What are we talking about within the next few weeks? What are you waiting on? What are you expecting? It's saying no need to worry, so you could be in a state of worry. So, top card, actually, okay, we only have two cards. So, we have the Six of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands, both upright. Six of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. And funny enough, they both look like the same type of individual. Six of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands. I definitely feel like I know this gives meditation with the Six of Pentacles. It feels like juggling to me. It definitely feels like juggling. You are trying to manage something, and I feel like that's where that no need to worry comes into play. You are trying to manage either a bunch of different projects, or it could be finances. You're trying to make things meet. And you could be with the Queen of Wands moving at quite a fast pace, masterfully, but moving very fast. Again, it does feel like this no need to worry is very important because you could be maneuvering and hitting quite a bit of different corners. And again, what you're doing is probably something that someone who is not as skilled would fumble. That's why I do feel like it could be projects with this Six of Pentacles. Like it's projects that could yield quite a bit of reward, or lead to something even bigger. This could be definitely a workup to a much bigger project, or probably either confirming or for the lack of a better word, I can't think of it right now, but sealing the deal, pretty much a bigger contract that would be more long term. And it could be a long time coming, especially with this within the next few weeks. It's like, oh, finally, I'll be able to probably have a bit of a reprieve or rest and not be moving at such a fast pace with this Queen of Wands. I would say I don't feel like this is burdensome or sleepy or tired energy, because with this Queen of Wands, it definitely feels like you are good at what you're doing. Again, you're moving at a fast pace, but you're doing it quite masterfully. You're able to really understand the nuances of everything that you're working on and pick up the pieces even when it's not so much put together. I was going to say perfection, but nothing is ever perfect. So I'm thinking when it's just not as well constructed, well crafted, you're able to go back, pick up the pieces, and then get it right. But there's a lot of juggling. And with that juggling, you're moving and grooving, and you probably are ready to get to, okay, what's going to happen next, which is why I feel like this within the next few weeks. And then there's no need to worry, because even though you are skilled at what you're doing and you're maintaining, you could be like, well, like I caught this, but what if I don't catch? What if this, or what if what I'm doing, even in totality, isn't going to secure that deal or secure this longer term project or this longer term contract? It definitely feels like there's a little bit of worry that creeps in, just a little bit, based off of past mistakes and things that you or maybe someone around you have caught. Again, you're doing it masterfully, but just because you're a master at this doesn't mean that there won't be moments where you might drop the ball a little bit, or there is not room for improvement. There's always room for improvement. And that might make you worry. That also might make you worry for the future when you do move on to a bigger project, a different project, and you don't want to mess that up, even with just the fact of you being a master at what you're doing. There is a sense of I don't want to fall from this place, which can speak to within this next few weeks card, because maybe you need to take just a little bit of time to relax your mind. Because if you're constantly on the go, 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 and you don't give yourself just a little bit of time to enjoy the fruits of your labor, or you don't give your body time to just stop from this pace, you can make even more mistakes. But for now, this does look like a mission that you're on, whatever you're doing. And within the next few weeks, there either will be the next thing coming, there will be a stop, and you'll have to see what the results is afterwards. And that could be a little bit past this few weeks time frame, but it does feel like a lot of juggling, a lot of managing, a lot of movement, just a lot of things going on. Um, okay, so we'll start with the first card that popped up. We have the Eight of Cups, and then we have Four of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, picture perfect when I think of the Four of Pentacles in this. Eight of Cups. So, what are you exactly seeking in this moment? This feels more so like a question with the Eight of Pentacles. Why am I doing all of this? That might have been a question that you sit with quite a bit. It's funny because this person is sitting down in this picture, and it's like this road is paved with cups. And normally you think emotion, 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 which I could see. If again you are doing all of the managing so many things and juggling a lot, it is quite hectic, and you may go through a lot of different emotions when you secure a win, or when you just have a personal win and then you have a personal fail, and then you catch something, you make a mistake, and you feel, you start to question yourself, but then you pick it back up again. It could be this emotional roller coaster. And you may ask yourself, why am I doing all of this? I don't feel like this stops you. I do think it does make you question a lot. Why am I doing this? And maybe that's where that self doubt and then that worry starts to creep in. But I just don't feel like this stops you. You're very much grounded in what you're doing with this pinnacle energy. You like what you do. You're good at what you do. You are mastering what you do. You're skilled. There just may be those moments where you question, why am I doing this? And that could very well propel you forward. For you, seems like a very healthy moment to just stop and question, answer the question, and then you go forward. It's not picture perfect. How these pinnacles are lined up and then they're nicely fit into this little box. It's not picture perfect. And that also could contribute to why you worry. You may have a vision of what this should look like. What should happen at the end of these few weeks? What should happen after I finish these projects? What should happen after I finish this assignment? What should happen after I? And you have a vision of what it should look like. It should be nice and pretty and in this perfect box, and it should look like this. And I expect to receive this or make this or secure this, and it's this long, etc. All the logistics, and it's not picture perfect. And it won't be. There is going to be a portion of it where things are going to work out, and some of it will meet your expectations, not all of it. That's what I see with this Four of Pentacles in reverse. It's not going to be picture perfect. So then you go all the way back to the beginning. You're juggling a lot of things or a few things. It doesn't have to be six different things, but you're juggling. You're good at what you do. You question why you do it. It's not picture perfect. You'll reap the rewards. You'll get the result within whatever time frame, whatever this is, it's within the next few weeks. And then you'll move forward, and you're I think the biggest thing that you need to know about yourself is that you're doing it well, and there's room for improvement. It's okay to question yourself. It's all right that it's not perfect. It's getting done. So if there is a moment where you have to stop and you feel discouraged and you need to think about it, I really do think that you should remember the things that you've done before and how you arrived to this point of mastery, of knowledge. You might be some expert in the field, Okay. Remember, what was it perfect? Was it linear? You had no issues, no mistakes. You made no mistakes at all. You were just absolutely perfect. Think about that. It's the same here. Those rooms and excuse the noise in the background. Those moments where you do have less than perfection are what builds you up to this point because you learn. And even more importantly, when you sit and question why you're doing it, this could also be the key to the pivot to then move into another space where you learn, you build, continue to grow, and then you become a master in that area. Okay? Don't worry. There's no need to worry. And if you're worried about the time frame, within the next few weeks. So this feels very personal, and I can see how it would be personal. I can see how it would affect you, especially if you are managing a lot, if you are juggling a lot. Okay. I want to, as I'm looking at this, for whoever this resonates with, if this is a self image issue, okay, you need to see yourself with more value than you place. This feels slightly related to self image, even if it's applicable to the person that's juggling a lot. You need to really take a look at what you've done. Maybe even get a third party or an independent review of yourself. Ask someone, what do you think of me? I know that's scary, it can be jarring, but it also can be eye opening. And again, if you sit with that, you can actually pivot to someplace else. You never know. Someone may say, "Yeah, you're really good at that. I always thought you would be able to do, or I always thought you would be interested in doing." And then you might think, "Oh, I never thought of doing that." Or actually, I used to do that back in, or a few years ago, I actually dibble dabbled in. So if there's self image tied up in this too, and this is where the people again where there's self doubt, where it's a little bit of I don't know if it's a part of imposter syndrome possibly, or just seriously how you look at yourself, how you view yourself, how you're feeling. You may want to ask someone what they think of you. Not a friend, not a really good friend or a family member. Think of someone that would you may not even talk to them and vice versa, but you see each other. This is just a suggestion. This is not none of this is required action. I'm just wondering how that could really impact you, how that could also possibly change the trajectory of where you are now and where you plan to go in a good way. Okay? If this reading resonated with you, I'm glad it did. I'm glad that it could give you just a little bit of sparkle on today. If it did not, No worries. Release it back into the universe for someone who it does. Okay? You have yourself a good day, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.